Hey guys, welcome back. So in this video, I'm going to talk to you about what is A/B testing or split testing as they call it, and how can you implement it in your business and on yourself, on your company. And I'm going to tell you all about that without using all the crazy lingos, right? I'm going to show you an easy way to do A/B testing, okay? So pretty much, okay, so what is A/B testing? So in simple words, A/B testing or split testing, I'm going to use that interchangeably, is pretty much a way to solve an argument, okay? If you're like, okay, no, I think this should be, red, or other person said this should be blue. So that's an argument, right? So how do you solve that? You can't solve it by boxing or fighting, right? You can't. You have to solve it by letting the market decide, letting consumer decide. So that's what A/B testing solves. Let me show you an example. Okay, let's see. So I have this Nestle's water bottle. Okay, so this is a normal water bottle. Now, I'm not associated with Nestle. Nestle is not sponsored. I don't know why I have to say those things, but I am just just on the legal side. Nestle is not so sure. Nestle water bottle. Okay, so this is blue. There's a blue, color overall, right? Now, let's say this is what's selling in the market. Now, on the board meeting, somebody says, no, this should be red, okay? Other people say, no, blue is selling fine. The other people go, no, I think red is gonna make it sell better because it's gonna attract more people. That's an argument, right? And you can't solve that argument by just, you can't. You can't do that. You can't just, start, producing mass numbers of bottles only to find out that it doesn't sell. That's losing money. So A/B testing helps you reduce risk. You get that, right? So that's how it is. So they decide they're gonna go ahead and produce. So they're gonna produce, they're gonna go ahead and produce a bottle with red, a logo. So I'm gonna go ahead and just make one here for you guys, okay? Let's pretend. So we got a red one. So this is the blue one. So I'm just gonna go ahead and call it B, okay? This is B right here, and I'm gonna call it A. Okay? This is A, this is B. You see where I'm going? So you can call it whatever you want, okay? Just to put it on the on the charts and on the graph, just to explain what it is. So this is already selling. So this is called the control group. Is where it's already selling. It's the normal. Okay, does that make sense? So control group is the normal. You get it? So control group is the normal. Simple, okay? We're gonna have to, this is where we compare with. So let's say this water bottle is bringing in, let's say, I'm just random, okay? The KPIs, so we'll talk about that too. So how do you measure success, okay? The success is which one is selling better and which one is bringing in more money. Okay, let's assume that both of these bottles cost the same to make. Okay, now which one could be bringing in more money? So our KPI, you're gonna hear that KPI is called the key performance indicator. Just know that that's what we're measuring, right? That's what we're measuring. Okay, so control group, and this is what we're testing. So what we do is this, okay? We need some samples. What is it? Samples. Okay, sample is an amount of, so pretty much sample has to be, it can't be 10 bottles. You can't put 10 bottles here and 10 bottles here and say, oh, this one is better. You can't do that, okay? Now, so what you do is you find out a good amount of sample. It could mean some different for different people. Now, in this case, I'm gonna go ahead and produce 1 million of this. I'm gonna go ahead and produce 1 million of these, so 2 millions, right? Now, why did I produce 1 million? Because the sample has to be big enough, okay? The larger the sample, the better, usually. Not always, but usually it's better, okay? Now, 1 million, 1 million. Now, I go ahead and put this and this on the same store. Remember, we don't want to change the environment, okay? We have to keep other stuff same. Because if we change something else, then for example, let's say you put this at Death Valley, this is gonna sell better, right? And if you put this like somewhere else, this is gonna sell better because people, oh, I need water, they're just gonna buy this, right? So you put it at the same gas station, a million. You put it side by side. Let's see. You produce 1 million each, right? Let's see which one sells better. If this one brings in, brings in more sales, is sold more than this one. If it doesn't, this is still the winner. Now, keep in mind the time length also matters. So usually you want to do the test for at least 2-3 months for stuff like this. Now, if you're doing a website A/B testing, it might be a couple of days, couple of weeks. Does that make sense? So that's what A/B testing is overall. So we learned what an A/B testing, and just a simple example. Now, let's go more about it now. So we know what an A/B testing is. Now, it pretty much helps you reduce risk by making, whenever you make a change, you don't want it to affect it on a negative way. You want to make a change that's going to help you in a positive way. Simple as that. Now, so if you're doing an A/B testing, what softwares can you use? Now, let me give you some examples. Okay, so for example, you can use A/B testing. This is, you can use it for websites and also pretty much like actual physical products. You can also use Adobe Target. I also love Google 360's Testing Optimize. I think this is one of the best ones, and I think it's free as far as I know. Try it out. I also like OmniConvert, and OmniConvert, it works really, really well for website stuff. Crazy Egg is pretty good as well. You guys might have heard of it, and Optimizely is good as well. Okay. Now I like to use Instapage when I'm doing A/B testing for websites. Let me show you an example. Okay, so I ran a simple an experiment to find out which one converts better. So my hypotheses, or for example, we had the red color, right? So we had the red color, right? That was is red color going to convert more or not? So my thing here was, will changing the headline make it convert better? That was just an example. You could be testing water, you could be testing a button, you could be testing an image, you could be testing whatever you want. You don't have to test the headline, right? So I made 2 websites, same exact website, right? And let's see if I can open it here. So this one has this headline, right? Example, simple landing page. Now this is A. The only difference is the headline right here. I'm going to close this out, and I'm going to go to the second one. Now second one has a different headline. You'll see now. See, tired of not getting enough downloads for your podcast? You see it's different. Now, so I sent out about 200, I think roughly visitors, and we had a 53% conversion. Now, is this number correct? I could use better. Like I said, I should have sent more people here. This is the sample amount. Remember, the sample, the bigger the better, okay? Now let's move on. So, as you can see, I'm gonna go and show you right here. So conversion rate, as you can see, so visitor 111.99 here, so pretty much split, right? But as you can see, the variation number B worked out better, but this is not, it's good, but it's also not a great testing because I need to test it with more visitors. Now, is 200 enough? I think if I had 5,000 on each, that would be the best. But if you're in a hurry, right? Sometimes I'm in a hurry, I need to publish something, and this is what happened with this case. In this case, this is also not bad. You can still do it with this too. So don't think that if I have only a little smaller sample, is that gonna affect it? It is, but it's still good. It's still good. So if you're trying to see if the headline works better or not, just run it, okay? And as you can see, 200 people roughly, right? And then this one versus this one. So this one it had a 59% increase. So let's take a look at it one more time. So this one said, want to get an extra of 300 blah blah blah, right? Now on the other one, it hit their pain point. Tired of not getting enough downloads? Yeah, see what I mean? So there you go. We'll talk about copywriting on a different video, but you get the idea. And there's a lot of analytics stuff that you can look at. I'm not gonna cover that in this video because this video is supposed to be simple, dry, cut, just so you get an idea. Okay, let's move on. Okay, let's go to here. Cool. So what is the process for testing your A/B testing? So usually what you need to do is, first of all, decide what you are testing. Okay, make sure whatever you're testing one thing. You can test multiple things, but you don't know which one affected what, right? So usually I test one thing. Okay, for example, let's say we have a website. Now on that website, I want to test the headline and the buy button, right? Now, can I test both? I can, but the thing is, I need to do multiple tests to come up with that perfect landing page. Now, as you gain more experience, you'll realize that, hey, you know what's going to convert better, so you're going to put that in, right? But if you have an argument with your friends or your coworker what to use, then you can use A/B testing as a way. Now, they call multivariate testing is when you're testing more than one thing. Let's not worry about that right now. For now, just know that you can, but initially when you're starting, just test one or the other and you repeat, you go on and on. You have to keep making it better. You can't just sit on your ass and say it's good. See, the audience changes, the time changes, right? So you have to keep testing it. Keep that in mind, okay? So this is when, so here's the thing, okay? So, A/B testing, I know so much that it's sometimes it's hard for me to, make it simple. I'm trying to, right? I think I have. There's more with A/B testing we'll talk about on the other video where we can get in so many crazy stuff, crazy numbers, crazy data. But for now, this is enough. So come up with what you want to test, okay? So changing the labeling color to red, is this going to bring in more sales? Make sure your KPI is whatever. So for me, it was the number of conversion is, for me, the conversion was getting people's email ad. That was my that was my KPI, key performance indicator, okay? Now you measure, okay? You measure meaning you measured using the software. Then you analyze, hey, this is working good. And you make the change. Then you repeat it again. So find out, measure, analyze, optimize, and see if it is actually going to bring you more money, more sales. Okay, now if it doesn't work out, you can always go back. You can always go back. But the point is you have to keep making things better. So yeah, that is what A/B testing is, and just a way to help you reduce risk. And I hope you guys learned a thing or two on this video. This is a very complicated topic, but I was trying to make it simple for you guys. I will have more videos on A/B testing where I teach you a little bit more in depth, but thank you so much for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe if you love videos like this. Thank you so much. Have an amazing day.